Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here. Before I get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it. Give the video a thumbs up, click all notifications, ring the bell, because I do live streams on here when there's sports going on, and also do videos. So I did a mock draft yesterday. Make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it. I also you can check the description in that video where you can, if you want to see where your team picked and not scroll, not have to watch the whole video, do that, and it should, hopefully it works. So all right, so I want to go position. I'm gonna do like a position by position battle here. Review, go over these top prospects. This one is gonna be linebackers. So first player on the field is gonna be, here we go. There he is, Xia Simmons. Xia Simmons, man, he is just he's a phenomenal player out of the University of Clemson. Right? So he had 104 tackles this past season, 7 sacks, 67 tackles were by the solo margin. So this guy has just had a great 3-year career at Clemson. No, they won the national title in 2018, lost LSU last season, but this guy is a phenomenal player. Whoever gets him is going to get a great player. He should be #1 pick, or I should say the #1 linebacker picked in the draft. All right, so Xia Simmons, outstanding player. Next on the list, there he is, Kenneth Murray. He's been a 3-year starter. He had 77 tackles as a freshman. His sophomore year, he had 155 tackles, 4 sacks, 71 solo. And for his junior year, taped off a bit tackles. He still had over 100 tackles, had 102, 4.5 sacks, 69 solo. So this is another guy that I think is going to be very, very good at the next level. I mean, luckily he had 77 tackles his freshman, 155 his sophomore, 102 his junior year. So this guy is I think this guy is really, really going to be a good player. Whoever is lucky enough to get him in the draft. All right, next on the list is going to be Patrick Queen, linebacker from LSU. Patrick Queen had 85 tackles this past season, 3 sacks, 37 solo, but he really came on at the end. He had some great games. He had a great game against Alabama where he had 7 tackles. Also had an interception that led to a score right before halftime. That put LSU up by 20 points before halftime, so he had a big interception in that game. He had a half a sack in that game. Against Clemson, he had 8 tackles. Against Clemson in the national championship game, had a half a sack. He was all over the field in the national title game. So that game really made his decision for him that, hey, maybe I need to go out to the next level and try out my talents in the NFL. So Patrick Queen should be taken in the first round of the draft. All right, and next guy on the list, there we go, is Zach Bond. He's from the University of Wisconsin. He had 76 tackles last year, 12.5 sacks. The guy had 12.5 sacks last season, and also 1 interception. Now this guy plays in the Big Ten. Big Ten is probably the second best conference this past season outside of the SEC. Those two conferences were 1 and 2. By and far. I know the ACC and the Pac-12 were pretty much garbage the past season. I say ACC outside of Clemson, it was garbage. But yeah, so there's Zach Bond, 76 tackles, 12.5 sacks, 1 interception. So yeah, I just went over the top. I went and looked at the some of the rankings, and these were the top 4 linebackers coming out in the draft. So you had Xia Simmons, Kenneth Murray, Patrick Queen, Zach Bond. I mean, all 4 of these guys, they might be taken in the first round. I guess it all depends on who drafts where, what kind of trades happen. But of course, in my mock draft, I actually had all 4 of these guys going into the first round. So let me know what you guys think about these guys. Xia Simmons, Kenneth Murray, Patrick Queen, Zach Bond. Would you want your team to pick one of these guys? As a Saints fan, yes, the Saints need linebacker help. I hope that one of these guys, I mean, Xia Simmons, Kenneth Murray is probably not going to be there when the Saints pick. But Patrick Queen and Zach Bond probably will be there at 24. But I guess that all depends on who trades up and what teams' needs are. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think. What you think? Isaiah Simmons, Kenneth Murray, Patrick Queen, Zach Bond. Who would you take in the draft? I understand Isaiah Simmons is #1 pick, but no #1 pick for the linebacker. So, but I think any one of these guys will have a great career in the NFL. Let me know what you guys think. Have a great one. I'll talk to you next time.